Search for a missing child.
Up on a search for a 6-year-old boy who went missing in Hilo.
December 20th, 2019. Hilo, Hawaii. A little boy named Benjamin woke up that morning and it was his birthday. He was turning 7. By 3 p.m., he was gone, and the world barely noticed. Hello, and welcome to Mom Abroad. Today is about a little boy who went missing 6 years ago and was reportedly found in the Epstein files. But there's more to the story of Benjamin Rapoza. Let's dive in. Before we talk about what happened, I want you to know who Benjamin actually was. Because in most of the coverage of this case, what little coverage there is, he gets reduced to a description. Brown hair, brown eyes, 3 feet tall, 50 pounds, last seen wearing a diaper. But Benny was a person. Benny is a person. A whole, specific, irreplaceable person. His family called him Big Boy. He loved SpongeBob SquarePants. He loved gummy bears. He loved fruits. He had a smile that his mother described in the way that only mothers can. Like it was the whole point of everything. Benny had nonverbal autism. He couldn't speak. But anyone who loved him knew exactly who he was. They knew his laugh. They knew what made him light up. They knew that he was fascinated by water and that it drew him in a way that was pure and childlike and completely his own. That detail, the water, it matters. We'll come back to it. He was 7 years old on the day he disappeared, and it was his birthday. It was a Friday. The family was visiting the home of a family friend, a residence on Kalaniaonole Street in Hilo, right on the eastern coast of the Big Island. If you look up Kalaniaonole Street on the map, the first thing you notice is how close it sits to the ocean. Not near the ocean, on top of the ocean, steps from the ocean. The kind of proximity that is beautiful on a calm day and terrifying on any other kind of day. On December 20th, 2019, it was not a calm day. There were high surf conditions across the area, the kind of waves that the Big Island is known for. Powerful, unpredictable, and indifferent. At approximately 3 p.m., Benny was last seen at the back of the property, near the water. And then, he wasn't there anymore. What happened in the minutes that followed, I want you to sit with. Because this is the part of missing child cases that never make the news. The first moments. Before the police. Before the search parties. Before the helicopters. Just the family realizing that a little boy is gone. Just a mother's voice calling a name that can't call back. Benny couldn't speak. He couldn't tell someone who he was. He couldn't ask for help. He couldn't find his way home. If he was frightened, he had no way to communicate that fear to any adult who might have found him. He was completely alone in a way that is almost unbearable to think about. Hawaii County Police were called, and within hours, a full multi-agency search was underway. Ground teams, air units, divers in the water. Volunteers from across the island showed up. Dozens of them pushed through dense forests calling his name, playing the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song on their phones. They were hoping, with everything they had, that somewhere out there, a little boy would hear his favorite song and come running. He didn't come. The active search lasted 4 days. 4 days. On December 24th, the eve of Christmas, the Hawaii police suspended the ground and air search. They notified the family. I want you to think about what that notification felt like. A mother who had spent 4 days searching coastlines, pushing through bushes, doing everything one person can possibly do, being told that the official search was over. On Christmas Eve, her son, still missing. No body, no answers, nothing. Police stated that the investigation would continue, that they were still accepting tips, that detectives remained active on the case. But the helicopters went home. The divers went home. The search team went home. And Benny was still out there somewhere. His mother didn't go home. She kept searching. She told reporters, and I want you to hear this exactly. I've been getting in these bushes every day, looking for him, searching the coastline, just everything that I possibly can. But I'm just one person. Just one person. An anonymous donor put up a $5,000 reward. The family set up fundraising accounts to keep the search going. A community rallied around them as best it could. But the official machinery had made its calculations. And the calculation was 4 days. Children with disabilities go missing at a disproportionately high rate. They face unique dangers when they do. They cannot communicate who they are. They may not understand danger. They may be drawn towards hazards like water in ways that neurotypical children would not. And they receive a disproportionately less amount of media attention when they do disappear. Benny was nonverbal. He couldn't speak. And in his disappearance, just as in life, his silence was used against him. After Benny disappeared, something happened that has become increasingly common in missing persons cases. The internet started to investigate. A video began circulating online, a short clip, 44 seconds, showing a little boy with paint on the left side of his face, singing along to a popular song alongside an unidentified male. People began sharing it wildly, claiming the boy in the video was Benny. And then the claims escalated further. Some versions of the story alleged the video had been found in Jeffrey Epstein's belongings or filmed in his properties. The story spread so fast because that's what these stories do. But here is what is true. The Hawaii Police Department investigated the video directly. They showed it to Benny's own parents, and the family confirmed clearly and without any ambiguity that is not Benny. That is not their son. The police followed up with a formal public statement, which I will link in the description. because the misinformation has spread so widely that they felt compelled to address it publicly. Officers identified the clip as a 44-second video of a boy with his face painted, singing "Somebody That I Used to Know," emulating the artist's music video. It has no connection to Jeffrey Epstein, and it has no connection to Benny Rapoza. The police also noted that Benny is nonverbal and has autism, making the online speculation especially hurtful to his family. I am including this in the video for a reason, not because the viral story is true, it isn't, but because of what it reveals about how we engage with missing children cases online. When a child disappears and receives no mainstream media attention, the information vacuum gets filled by speculation, by conspiracy, by people who mean well, and by people who don't. And sometimes that noise, however well-intentioned, it makes it harder, not easier, to find the truth. The Epstein connection gave Benny's story a virality that the actual fact of his disappearance never received. That should make us uncomfortable. A little boy's tragedy became shareable only when it was attached to a conspiracy theory. He deserved better than that. He deserved the attention before the misinformation. The only confirmed facts in this case remains what they have always been: a 7-year-old boy, a house by the ocean, high surf, and silence. As of today, Benjamin Rapoza remains a missing person. His case is listed on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children database. Hawaii County Police state that the investigation remains open and that they continue to respond to new information. In 2020, his case was featured on the Discovery Channel series In Pursuit with John Walsh, one of the very few pieces of national media attention his disappearance ever received. There have been no confirmed sightings, no new leads made public, no resolution. He would be 12 years old now. His mother has never stopped. In every interview, in every public statement, she does what mothers do. She keeps her son alive in the world by refusing to let him be forgotten. If you're out there, Benny boy, I love you. Mom loves you, she says. Those words were spoken in December 2019, and they are still true today. Benny's story is a silence, a profound, inexcusable silence. He deserved a search that lasted longer than 4 days. He deserved national headlines. He deserved the full weight of the public attention and media scrutiny and the community grief that other missing children receive as a matter of course. He deserves to be remembered. So today, on this channel, in this video, we remember him. Benjamin Rapoza. Benny. Big boy. Thank you for watching Benjamin's story. If you care about stories like this, please subscribe, and I hope you'll see the next one.